So take out this textbook. We have textbook lesson number 8 we will discuss, and it is about rich for the top. Okay, rich for the top, that is the title of the lesson. Part 1, it is regarding Santos Yadav. Okay, and part 2, it's regarding Maria Sharapova. About whom it is, Santos Yadav and Maria Sharapova, and both are outstanding personalities of their field. Okay, they have achieved something worth mentioning for their name, and that they were able to do with a lot of hard work, dedication, okay, and a continuous struggle. So the lesson has been given here so that you can also motivate yourself, that if you are committed towards a goal, if you are dedicated towards a goal, and equally you are doing hard work to get that, then you can achieve your targets. So targets are achievable provided that you are doing hard work, you are doing dedicated efforts to get that. So before you read what it is, children taking the class online, have you opened the book?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before you read, think for a while and make a list of 3 to 5 persons you idolize, okay, whom you are considering as your role model or admire very much for their achievements, to whom you admire very much for their achievements. Your idols may be from any sphere of life, maybe from any sphere of life, sports, medicine, media, or art and culture, anything. So, who are these persons whom you admire? Yes, think for a while and then tell me the names. I will ask you. Okay, yes, stand up. What? BTS. What it is? I'm not getting you. Is it the name of a person? Name of a person? Okay. So it's a group of people. But persons whom you admire, any person. Here I read that Korean web series Netflix becoming very popular across the world. Okay. So yes. What about you? Yes. Stand up first. See it. Okay. Then only one. Okay. So, yeah, children. So, then the next it is your teacher will then discuss your choices with you to find out who the top 5 idols of your class are. Okay, so likewise, this is the activity. So, you come prepared with the next day. Okay, whom you admire, what are the reasons. Okay, for that we will discuss. Then the only woman in the world who has selected Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing. Now we are discussing about Santos Yadav. Okay, so this lesson is about Santos Yadav. What it has been given, the only woman in the world who has scaled, the only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing. and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. So it is about the Santosh Yadav, in which what kind of society she is born, a society where male child is given more preference and girl child is not that much welcomed. Okay, when her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessing assumed that she wanted a son. A holy man assumed that she wanted a son, but to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. The holy man gave the blessing that you will get a male child, but the grandmother who was standing nearby, she said, "We don't want a male child." The holy man was also surprised. Why the holy man was surprised? Because that was such a society in which the male child was given more preference. So there, someone gave preference that for a girl child, then that was a source of surprise. So was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing. The holy man gave the requested blessing, and as the destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with five sons. Okay, Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with five sons, already five sons, and she was born as the sixth child, a girl child. A sister to five brothers. She was born in the small village of Joniawas. That is the name of the village of Rewari district in Haryana. So it is about whom? It is about Santosh Yadav. Where Santosh Yadav was born? Santosh Yadav was born there in this Rewari district of Haryana. Okay. And what is the particular feature about Santosh Yadav? Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest two times. What kind of society is that in which she is born? Okay, that also. Then the girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment. Okay, to be satisfied. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. She was not content. She was not satisfied. Okay, she began living life on her own terms from the start. But from the very start, she started living life on her own terms and conditions. Okay, and she never compromised. She never compromised. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. Other girls, they used to wear traditional clothes. Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I chose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. She was of the opinion that if I am choosing a rational path, if I am choosing a right path, then there is nothing wrong in that. If someone has to change, then those persons have to change whose thinking is not good, not me. Such kind of vision, opinion she used to have. Okay, so this is about what kind of girl she was from the very beginning. So what kind of girl she was? Okay, she was never content, satisfied. She used to do what that appealed right to her, and she never hesitated to do that. She challenged the existing norms of the society. Okay, and she was of the firm faith that if something is right, one should not hesitate to. Santosh's parents were affluent. Affluent means rich. Okay. Santosh's parents were affluent landowners who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi. They were affluent affluent, they were rich. You write there in your textbook, affluent means rich. They were rich enough and they were able to send the girl there to the best schools, that is the national capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. But in line with the prevailing custom in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. The existing tradition of the family, as per the existing tradition of the family, Santosh was to be sent to the local village school. Why? So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. When the right moment came to send her, she challenged the system. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santosh was also under pressure from her parents to do the same. Santosh was also under pressure to do the same. What? To get married. Okay, so this is about Santosh's parents. What was their social status? They were quite rich. They were able to send the children there to the schools there in the national capital, New Delhi. Okay, but the family tradition was that the girls were not sent to the nearby cities, or rather than they were sent there to the village. And on the other hand, what Santosh was thinking, she was thinking that I will go for higher studies to the nearby cities, and when the right time come, at that time I will oppose this existing trend of my family that girls they have to study there in the village school. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. So first trend of the family, the village, which she opposed was to get married at an early age, and she was determined that she will not get married at such an early age, and she conveyed her intention to the family members. Okay, that I'm not going to marry unless I'm going to get complete education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. She enrolled her there in a school at Delhi. When her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plan to earn money by working part time to pay her school fee. She even informed to the parent that if you are not going to pay, I will pay myself. And how I will be able to pay? I will do some part time work. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education, and at the later stage, when she remained firm enough on her decision, parents agreed to pay her expenses. It is clear to you this paragraph you have understood. She went there to Delhi, okay, and she opposed the decision of the parent. What was the decision? That girls will not be permitted to study there in the big cities. Okay, they have to study there at the local village only. Okay, she decided to pay the expenses of the school herself. When parents denied to pay the expenses, she said that I will do some part-time work and pay for the expenses. Then, wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examination and went to Jaipur. She passed the high school examination and went to Jaipur. She joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. She joined Maharani College. Maharani College is there at Jaipur for girls. Maharaja College is there for boys. Okay, they are affiliated to Rajasthan University. So she joined Maharani College. Then she joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Okay, Santosh remembers Kasturba hostel faced the Aravali Hills. Now this hostel was facing the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. They used to go up there at the hill and after some time they used to vanish. Vanishing means disappearing from the sight. Okay, but vanishing means to vanish means to disappear. Vanishing, disappearing. So I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I decided to check it out myself where they were going. Okay, I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. I asked them if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative. Affirmative means in a positive manner. Okay, and motivated me to take to climbing. They asked me to take to climbing. Okay, so this is about her stay there in Jaipur. She took admission in which college? Maharani College. Name of the hostel? Kasturba Hostel. Kasturba Hostel was facing to which mountains? Aravalli Hills. What she used to look at from the hostel? People who used to climb the Aravalli Hills. She noticed that after some time these people used to vanish. People used to disappear. Okay. She developed a curiosity. She went there and she found that all these people they used to climb the mountain. She asked them to join their group and they were kind enough to permit. So by this way she joined their group. Is it clear to you? Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She joined this institution. Which institution she joined? At Uttarkashi's Nehru Institution of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 9th of May, and I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on the 21st. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. I went. The examinations were completed. Okay, and then I went there to the institution where I have to get training for climbing mountains. So what does it indicate about her nature? That she was totally determined and dedicated towards her target. So rather than going to home, she went there. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled there in this institution. Okay, she got enrolled there in this institution. She thought that parents might not permit. Okay, there were certain restrictions there in their family. Okay, but she was determined enough that she will do everything in order to pursue her ambition. Okay. So far what we have discussed about Santos Yadav, all of you have understood. Children taking the class online students, have you understood what we have
Yes,
discussed?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So where Santos Yadav was born, in which district of Haryana? Yes, children taking the
Rewari
class.
district.
Yes, Rewari district. Okay. Then the society in which he was born, what kind of society that was? That was a traditional society where male child was given more preference. Okay, that what kind of blessing was given by the holy man to her mother, that she will get a male child. Okay, then why her parents were not willing to send her to the school there in New Delhi? for higher studies because their family was having a tradition that girls will get their higher education from the village school only. Then for higher studies, where she came to Jaipur's Maharani College. How that brought a change there in her life. She used to see the people who used to climb the Aravalli hills. She also joined their group, and by this way, she developed a love for climbing mountains. Okay, what was done by her to pursue her interest further? She joined an institution which was providing training for climbing mountains. Okay, so likewise, the next we will discuss. Okay, so then thereafter Santos went on an expedition every year. An expedition every year. Okay, she used to go for a campaign, such kind of expedition she used to go every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly, and as she used to go again and again on such kind of this trekking things, she got matured every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude because the more you will expose to yourself, okay, the more you will learn. So, as again and again, she went for expeditions for mountain climbing. Okay, she became adapted to the situations, circumstances, okay, this atmospheric conditions that of those places. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude, equipped with an iron will. What is iron will? A strong will. She was having a strong will, physical endurance, and amazing mental toughness. She proved herself repeatedly the culmination of the hard work and sincerity came in 1992, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them. She asked them if she could join them. Okay, so what has been given here again and again? She went on trekking again and again. She practiced for climbing mountains, and due to this, she was very much able to adjust herself to the climatic conditions of mountains. Okay, and that is very much required. First of all, you have to get adaptation for those climatic conditions, and with continuous practice, she was very much adapted to those situations. Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. Every climber, every friend of the group, they appreciated her because she was having a very good team spirit. Okay, so this Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. She was the youngest to achieve this target to climb Mount Everest. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Kernel. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. She provided all her best services efforts, but she was not able to save that person. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh. She was able to save Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. She shared her oxygen also with him. Okay, so this is how what kind of fellow feelings she was having, and she was having a very good team spirit, and she was very much concerned. Okay, Okay, Gautam. Within 12 months, Santos found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women expedition that invited her to join them. She became part of this group. She then scaled the Everest a second time. Second time also she scaled. She became the youngest woman to scale Mount Everest. Next time she scaled it with the Nepalese group. Is it clear to you? She then scaled the Everest a second time, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice. So she scaled Mount Everest twice and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. Annals means history written down year by year. Year by year, the historical accounts which are written. Historical accounts which are written year by year. So she found a place there in the annals of mountaineering. Then, in recognition of her achievements, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honor, the Padma Shri. This honor also she got for her achievements. So this is about that she scaled Mount Everest twice. She became only the woman to climb it twice. Second time she climbed it with which group? A group from Nepal. Okay. Then, describing her feelings when she was literally on top of the world, Santosh has said it took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Okay, enormity means a very great moment. It really becomes a very great moment when anyone accomplishes such a kind of target, such a kind of desire, such a kind of objective. Okay, so it took some time for the enormity. Enormity means a very big moment. What is the meaning of enormity? A very big moment. And what has been described here as enormity? What has been described here? The act of climbing Mount Everest. So, for the enormity of the moment to sink in, then I unfurled the Indian tricolor and held in it afloat on the roof of the world. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor there. The feeling is indescribable. The Indian flag was flying on top of the world. The flag was flying at the top of the world, and it was very difficult for her to describe her emotions at that time. Okay, the Indian flag was flying on top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian. I felt very proud. Such kind of moments one cherished lifelong. Already you have studied in class 8 regarding Mr. Aluwalia, the summit within. What kind of experience he had when he climbed the highest peak of the world. He said that at that time he also experienced such kind of a spiritual feeling, and he thought that now I had such a kind of feeling that now we should climb the summit within. Okay, so Santosh Yadav, what she had at that time, the Indian flag was flying on the top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. It was a great moment. I felt proud as an Indian. Also, a fervent environmentalist, Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. She is a fervent environmentalist, okay, and she brought down 500 kgs of garbage from there. It indicates that she was very much concerned about the environment, okay, and she brought down 500 kgs that of garbage from there. So this is children about Santosh Yadav. Okay, what we have discussed. So let me ask you some of the questions. You are able to answer or not. So if passage-based questions, abstract-based questions, 5 abstract-based questions were asked there in exam. How many questions? 5 abstract-based questions. Okay. and then 10 continuous questions. That is the pattern for the objective exam. So read the extract given below and answer the questions. I am reading the extract, then you have to answer the questions. The extract is, when her mother was expecting Santos, a traveling holy man, giving her his blessing, assumed that she wanted a son, but to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing, and as a destiny with five sons, okay, would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santos was born the sixth child in a family with five sons, a sister to five brothers. She was born in the small village of Zoniawas of Rewari district in Haryana. Okay, now children, the questions I am writing. So you have to write all these questions. What did the holy man assume? Okay, what did the holy man assume? And second, what did
Sir, the right part of the board is not visible. Board is not visible.
what did the grandmother tell? What did the grandmother tell the holy man? How many brothers? There was those born find the word in the essays that okay. So you write the questions and see the new pattern also you have understood. Okay, it could be these are some of the details given about the Santosh Yadav. Okay, details will be provided. Then a set of questions in one it could be given only one and two are correct, only three and four are correct. Okay, all are correct, none of these is correct. To become aware regarding such questions. Okay, yeah. So what did the holy man assume? Who will answer? What did the holy man assume? The holy man assumed that Santosh's mother is expecting a male child. Okay, so all of you will be able to write. What did the holy man assume? The holy man assumed that the family or Santosh's mother is expecting for a male child. Okay. Then second it is given. What did the grandmother tell the holy man? The grandmother told the holy man that they did not want a male child, they want a girl child. Okay, so they wanted to get a blessing. They wanted to get a blessing for a girl child. They wanted to get blessing for a girl child. Okay, how many brothers Santosh has? It's already given five brothers. Then where was Santosh born? Jonia was village, Rewari district. Okay, then find passage that means prove to be true without proof. Assumed. When you assume something, that means that is not true. So this is one. All of you have written or not? Okay, so likewise, the children different passages, different abstracts and questions based on abstracts. So this is to be done in your notebook as homework. Now, the children who will come the next day in your notebook, first of all, I will check the questions only. Then I will proceed. And you people also, these questions should be there in your notebook. All of you have written? All of you? And all the word meanings, children taking the class online, all the word meanings which we have discussed, everything should be there in your notebook. You read it well to find the difficult words, underline them, and use the dictionary and write the words. Okay, understand all these words. Is it clear to you? Will this work be done by you? Okay. Then children, regarding the next message, Santos' parents were affluent. Santos' parents were affluent landlords who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. But in line with the prevailing customs in their family, Santos had to make to do with the local village school. So she decided to fight the system in her own right way when the right moment arrived. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santos was also under pressure from her parents to do the same. Second, abstract questions based on this abstract. Let me write. I'm writing this side. Question one. Where could Santos, where could Santos be sent for studies by her affluent parents? Okay. So where could Santos be sent for studies by her affluent parents? She could be sent even to the schools there at national capital, New Delhi, because the parents they were affluent, they were rich. Okay, so they were having that much capacity to send the girl there to the schools at New Delhi. But then also they were not ready because of that tradition. What tradition they were having, that girls they should not be sent to cities, rather than they should be sent to the village local school. Yeah, second question you write. Why was Santos sent to the local village school? Santos was sent to the local school in accordance with the prevailing custom of the family. In accordance with the prevailing custom of the family. It was the tradition, it was the custom of the family that girls were to be sent there in the village school rather than to the city schools. All of you will be able to write all this. You have to write there in your notebook. Okay, children. So all this is to be done by you. Just a minute.